Hey guys, it's Chips here on SSJ Blue Vegeta channel here. Today we have for you the Red-Eyes Felgrad deck profile. Let's go jump right into it. First of all, you're on 3 Arc Brave Dragons. This is one of the more important cards of the deck. You want to try to get this card in the graveyard to summon out all your dragons. Yeah, that's pretty much the big shebang here. Next monster, we have triple Felgrands. Nice level 8. Good trade in targets. It's got an effect when you special summon it from grave. Banish a monster from your opponent's side of the field or in their graveyard. It gains 100 attack for each of its levels, but that's not really the main thing. It just gets to banish a card on the field of grave, and it lets you go on the rank 8 plays and all that. Next you're on triple Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons. Yeah, there you go there. Once again, a level 8 target for trade-in plays. It's also a target for Arc Brave to special summon out from the graveyard. You can do it for rank 8 plays. It's got a pretty decent effect when it battles an opponent's monster. You can target both this and the attacking card, or vice versa. Banish them until the end of the battle phase. So it can stall your opponent out as long as you can target their monster. In 2018, that's going to be a bit difficult. Next we're on Red-Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, the most broken dragon card ever. And let's hope it doesn't get hit on the next ban list, shall we? I don't think I have to explain why it's in here. Run 2 Red-Eyes Black Flare Dragons. Now this deck is mainly just a Felgrand deck with a Red-Eyes engine. And we'll get into more reasons why there's Red-Eyes in here. But yeah, run 2 of these because it's got the Gemini effect. You don't Gemini summon it too often, but it lets you go on the rank 7 plays as well. And we run 2 OG Red-Eyes Black Dragons. Now if you want to, you can cut this down to 1 and run 3 Geminis. I don't see a whole lot of problem with that. Just something felt wrong if I run like uneven ratios of both of them, so yeah, rank 7 plays. Also target for Lure of Darkness, which we'll get into later. And fusion material for the fusion dude. And he's also, this is the Light Compulsar Dragon. He's used for the fusion material for the Red-Eyes fusion monster. And he's a pretty decent monster. It's really good because you run all these light and dark dragons in here. So you can send like a Felgrand and a Red-Eyes from your hand. Special summon them from the graveyard. Or you can banish a dark and light monster from your graveyard or summon them from hand. Go both ways there. When it gets destroyed by battle, you can summon out a dark dragon. I prefer this one because it's the best one. Next we run 3 Dragon Knights of Creations. The best and only normal summon in the deck, unless you count the Gemini summon. Dragon Creation, send a monster from your hand to the graveyard, tribute itself, special summon a dragon from the graveyard. Never bad, just summon out Felgrand and banish something. That's your main monster in the main deck you run with Felgrand. That and some other stuff, but you mainly want to go in the rank 8s. And next we have, run 2 BLSs, since we're on these light and dragon monsters. We can summon out with fair ease. And he's level 8, so he is a target for trading. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing that, but sometimes when the tough gets tough, you have to do that so you can make plays that turn. And it's BLS. I feel like I should not have to justify BLS when you can run a BLS in a deck. Now, off to the spells, we run 3 Dragon Ravine. We can get our dragons in the grave faster that way. Yeah, discard a Arc Brave, send a Felgrand from deck, or vice versa. That's the main thing you want to do because you mainly want to get Felgrand off of Arc Brave's effect out. That's your main combo of the deck, your main setup. So yeah, you want to run 3 of these to further get that out. And you run 2 Terraformings to search out that Dragon Ravine because a field spell does a lot of work for the deck. It does so much for the deck and you need to run it. So you need to get that as fast as possible. You want to see that Terraforming Dragon's Ravine. Dragon Shrine. Now, there was this thing about you could just run Foolish Burial. But honestly, this is better than Foolish Burial in this deck because I run normal dragon monsters. So I can send another monster to the graveyard with that. And there's, it is once per turn, but only gonna run the deck, so it doesn't really matter. And but Foolish Burial sends any monster to the graveyard, but only run dragon. Well, that's not true. I guess I do run BLS, but you don't want to send them to the grave. So every card you want to send to the graveyard are all dragons anyway. So there's no major advantage from running anything but Foolish Burial. Well, Dragon Shrine from Foolish Burial. You want to run 3 trade-in. You want to get that draw power. You run a lot of level 8s in the deck, so drawing, get them in the graveyard. It's perfect. Get the setup going, and you get to draw cards to further out your combos. Next, you run a Lure of Darkness. Just to send those red eyes you don't feel like having your hand to the grave to banish them. You don't want to have them stuck in your hand the whole game. 1 Red Eyes Insight to search for that Red Eyes fusion to summon out Black Comet dude. We'll get into that later, but yeah. Sends dragons to the graveyard, which is I'm all down for. And it makes a decent beat stick on the board. It isn't that big. It isn't big, but it's big, so it's always nice. In Dragon's Mirror, because I'm a big sucker for beat sticks. I don't know what it is, but when I see if I can make a big beat stick in a deck, I want to make a big beat stick in a deck. So if I want to go late game, just Dragon Mirror and make 5-headed dragon. It won't survive for the next turn, but, who doesn't like seeing a 5k beat stick on their field? I know. I love seeing that on my side of the field. So we're going Dragon's Mirror, just for our 5-headed dragon play. 3 Return of the Dragons. This is a must. There is no debate. You must run 3. Summon out your Felgrands and pretty much every dragon in the deck, except for about 2 or 3. So yeah, and also has that protection effect in graveyard. Always nice to see. And we have 2 Silver's Cry to summon out those red eyes from the graveyard, since they're normal monsters in the graveyard. Might as well go pick yourself up some red eyes in the grave and do some rank 7 plays. And Enforce Monster Reborn, because why not? And Soul Charge for those big plays where you spam the whole board with all dragon monsters and you start messing with your opponent's field and start making combos with your extra deck. And speaking of the extra deck, for our rank 7s, we don't have many, but we play 1 Big Eye and 2 Red-Eyes Flare Metal Dragons. Red-Eyes, yeah, I said that right. And just burn your opponent for damage, which is always nice to do. Make them pay extra for their effects. And you can't be killed by card effects, so that's not bad, and it's decent beat stick. And since you actually do run Red Eyes, you can use the second effect to detach a special summon a Red Eyes normal monster from your graveyard. So that's actually playable. Next we have into our rank 8s. We have a lot of these. We have number 90, Galaxy Photon Lord. Negates monsters. And since you do run 3 Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragons, you can activate the effect to equip it to its material, or you can add it to your hand. You mainly want to equip it to material because then it gets extra effects when it negates and all that. So that's all. This is one of the better rank 8s if in your main phase 2, this is the best rank 8 to make. That or Thunder. I thought your Thunder in Dragon. Not Thunder. Hope Harbinger, my bad. I don't know why I said Thunder in. Your Hope Harbinger Dragon. Negate spells. A lot of spells in today's meta. We all know what Sky Strikers can do. It's a scary world out there. Negate a spell. Help out in the cause, buddy. Rank 8. And we have number 62. Yeah, number 62, Galaxy Prime Photon Dragon. And he can make himself bigger up to 56 at least, and can get bigger if your opponent, if you have any more Xyz monsters on the field. But you don't use him really for his own thing. You mainly use him to go into other bigger rank 8s, which we'll get to later. Run a Tachyon. Mainly, this is actually a good way to go around all the Brawl Guards and the Brawl Swords. You go to your battle phase, activate the effect, detach, and negate your opponent's monster's effects. And since it's a 3k beat stick, all the Link 4s are 3ks. So you can just crash into him so you don't have to worry about a Brawl Sword or a Bull Guard harassing you for the whole game. It's a good way to take him out. Run Galaxy Eye Cypher Dragon. We don't run him for no, he's decent on his own, but we only run him as material for Blade. For its effect to summon it back out. Because I like recovery plays and having him out attached, pop a card on field. And if you ever kill him, get this out so it's like it brought it back. It's nice. Run Galaxy Eyes Full Armor Photon Dragon. One of the best Xyz monsters in here. Pop a card on field. It's a pretty decent beat stick. And we have our Neo Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. Now he's a bit bigger. He takes a bit to get out. You need 3 level 8s, but when you do, he gets to attack a bunch of your opponent's monsters with a beat stick like that. It's pretty nice. And for the last of these monster, we have Dark Matter Dragon, the best Xyz monster in the deck. Upon summon, send 3 dragons to the graveyard from your deck. Just send an Archbrave, a Felgrand, and send Darkness Metal or Galaxy Eyes Photon, and just have all that set up for your next turn. And it's a 4K basic that can attack 2 monsters. That's not bad at all. For our fusions, we have Black Comet Dragon. Use it for your Red-Eyes fusion play. Sends a Red-Eyes monster from your deck to the graveyard. So you really usually want to send your Darkness Metal Dragon. Burn your opponent for 1400. Maybe activate, summon your Darkness out next turn, because you can't summon it that turn because of Red-Eyes fusion's effect. And start your combos there, because it's easier to send it to the graveyard and summon it back out when Monster Reborn than it is to try to draw into it. And for our last fusion, we're on the 5-headed dragon, just because I'm a sucker for beat sticks. Feel free to throw in a Link 4 in here for this, like a Saryuja, Brawl, Sword, Bull Guard. That would be so much better than this. I just am a big sucker for 5-headed dragon. I don't know why that is. And for our only link, we have Hoshiningen. Now, I'd also replace this with a Link 4, but I really love Link 2s, and in the TCG, this is one of the better options for Link 2s in the deck, because most of these dragons are indeed light. Only the extra deck have dark, and only the red eyes are dark, which you mainly don't want to get on the field too often, but you do to make all those rank 7 plays, I guess. So this doesn't have too much of a downside. So yeah, also, when you have an Archbrave just on the field, you can set the graveyard just by summoning this out so you get its effect next turn. It's always nice to do during your main phase 2. So yeah, that's been the Red-Eyes Felgrad deck profile. Hope you enjoyed. Please comment, like, and subscribe to the channel to see more content. See you in the next one.